Mr. Finer, did you read the report that came out today about this sort of $1 billion radar, American radar that was targeted in Qatar by an Israeli munition? What is the significance of that in the region?
I saw the report. Can't speak to whether that report is accurate, but I guess what I would say is
there's satellite images by Planet Labs that have come out as well.
I understand, but one thing that is a real problem in contemporary conflict, always been a problem in war. You know, this phrase, the fog of war, is used probably too often, but it's pretty accurate. I was a journalist.
It's a black hole of war now.
I was a journalist in war zones. The initial reports that come out of conflict situations almost always have to be revised, and so let's just see. But I think what it underscores is that the longer this goes on, it does show that Iran still has capabilities to reach out and do harm to U.S. assets and people in the region. And so, that has not been eliminated at this point.
Iran attacking the AWS facility in Dubai.
The data centers.
The data center.
Yeah.
So, do you think it's just to damage the economy of West Asia, Iran deciding to do that? Whose game plan would it be to damage, a data center? Why would Iran do that?
So as far as I'm aware, it's the first time a data center has been targeted like this in conflict. Probably will not be the last time something like this happens, because computing power, processing power is one of the assets that countries bring to bear, including to give themselves a military advantage. So I am not saying that's what this data center was used for. I think probably more likely it was attacked because it was an emblem of some kind of the West and of America.
They
and
could have gone for Pizza Hut
Iran
or
was trying to show
McDonald's,
harm.
but this
no,
time
this
it's
is
very clever.
a strategic asset that a fast food restaurant isn't. But
if you remember Desert Storm and at that time, those were the targets, KFC and
symbols
Pizza
of
Hut,
American
symbols
power,
of American soft power.
Yeah.
But here, a data center, this is what America's future power is going to be, AI. And to hit at technology and at data centers, I think there's a bigger game.
Yeah,
right?
look. This is an asymmetric conflict. The United States and our allies have massive military advantages over Iran. A conventional conflict, military against military, is not going to go well for Iran. Has not been going well, by the way, for Iran. And from a military perspective, the United States has had extraordinary success against the Iranian military, against the Iranian regime. But what was always likely to happen in a conflict like this is Iran would choose asymmetric targets, going after civilian targets, going after allies, going after strategic assets like data centers. And the problem with that is, yes, it's illegal. Yes, it's against the laws of war. But this is an existential conflict now for the Iranian regime. They are not going to be bound by any sort of limits, and they do have the ability to inflict harm on us.